Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with another Stuck Sketches layout. So you will have just seen the sketch and it calls for one photo, but I had these two photos from, I think this was last summer I'm thinking, and I had decided to dye my own hair at home. And so I had my husband take a before photo and then an after photo the next day. And so this is just the two photos that I had, and so I thought I would just use those for this layout. So I have these two pink papers, and the full pink one, and then this one that has the hearts with the red and the pink, and then it's kind of like a yellowish green. Kind of an interesting color, but I really liked the way they looked, and it brought in more colors, which this layout is going to be focusing on color, and so I just thought it was kind of made the layout more fun and playful and everything. So here you can see I am going to use this Fisker's scallop punch, and I'm just going to punch it out of the branding strip that came with that paper. And both of these papers I think came from a paper pad, so they had those circles in the middle of it, so that's what that is from. So now here I am going to ink the edges of all the papers because I wanted them to kind of stand out from the background, and I am just using Smoothie, and that is kind of a pinkish color, and it's from Close to My Heart. So I'm just gonna add that to this scallop here too and put it on the left hand side, and then it's going to be a little bit short, but that's okay because the photos are going to be covering up the middle, so you won't even be able to tell. Scrapbooking hacks are awesome, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to glue that down, and then I'm going to glue down the photos and start embellishing. So now here you can see I have decided to put a doily behind the photo to the left hand side, and I still have that word colors, and I'm going to, let's see, I don't know if I'm actually going to mat the photos. I probably should have pulled the layout down from my little cubby where I keep my finished layouts. So here it looks like I'm going to use this paper, and this I think is from Pink Paisley Paige Evans, Take Me Away. And I believe that word colors is also from that same collection. So here I'm thinking I'm going to use Awesome Colors or do something like that. And then I don't really end up liking that, but I did see the word love here. So I'm going to end up using the title Color Love, and I'm just going to cut off the S and then use the word love from this Love Your Laugh phrase. And here you can see I'm pulling out some more embellishments, and these are some more Pink Paisley Paige Evans embellishments. And these ones are just kind of random ones that I'm going through, trying to figure out what else I want to do. There was a cute little blue label there with some flowers on it, and I'm not sure where those came from. I think it was a Simple Stories 3D embellishment pack or something like that. So now I've got just a few embellishments, and I'm going to start placing them on the layout and trying to figure out where I want everything to go. Oh, I did forget that I am going to ink up the edges of this doily, and it actually turned out to be quite hard because doily is so flimsy compared to paper that I was like, whoa, this is weird. but it turns out great. And then I'm going to start making some clusters here. So this is where I decide, yes, definitely my title is going to be Color Love. So I'm going to cut that word love off and put the rest away. And then I am going to pull out some of these ephemera pieces from, oh my goodness, turn the page. I was going to say, I cannot remember it. And I was looking for all of the heart embellishments because I really like to stick with one shape, you know, on a layout. So I was trying to stick with just hearts, and I found a couple of fun things that I could use on the layout. And so just kind of going through the embellishments, and then I'm going to start putting everything back and narrow down my choices. Okay, so now here you can see I am just kind of placing things around on the layout and working them in together. And I just said I like to stick with one shape, and then I add a pretty big star right next to some of the flower embellishments. So kind of funny. The only reason I really let that stay is because it said, oh goodness, now I'm not going to say something about change. Be the change, or you are change. I don't know, something like that. I can't see what it says. Or change is great, I think is what it says. And I thought that was perfect, obviously, with, you know, how my hair looks on the left compared to the right. Change is definitely good. It had grown out because I think, gosh, I don't even remember the last time I dyed my hair. If I did it myself or if I went to a salon, because I think I probably did do it myself. And it had grown out so bad, and you can see it in that left-hand photo. It's kind of embarrassing when I look back at that, how bad that photo was. Okay, so now I'm just inking the edges on the photo mat, and then I will glue it down and start putting down all of the hearts. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to fuss before I glue it down. I've noticed that lately I have started like getting the layout all totally completely set down before I will start gluing anything down, which is just really interesting to me because I never used to be like that. Usually I like to glue as I go so that I don't have to pull everything off and then make sure, you know, that I get it in the right spot and all of that stuff. But it's kind of funny how your process changes throughout the years, isn't it? Okay, so we got all that glued down. Now I'm going to put together this little cluster down here in the bottom right of the photos. And also I am going to add some stencil work up in the top, let's see, that's the the top left hand corner right around the doily, but I don't do it on camera. So you will see that reflected in the photos at the end. And make sure that you head on over to the blog today. There is a special sketch. So Laura had 2 sketches that she is putting out this month, or this second half of the month. And so as a design team, we were given the choice to choose which one we wanted to do, or if we wanted to do both, and I chose to do both. And I absolutely love both of the layouts that I made with these 2 sketches. So I did do a video for the second sketch, but something is going on with my video software, or my webcam, and my webcam totally like corrupted the video, and I was so bummed because I really loved that process video and how it turned out. But I will have a separate blog post for that layout as well as one for this layout. So you will find all of those links below. And yeah, this is pretty much it. you can see that I added that little wow, and that is a, oh goodness, what is that called? Paperclip? Yeah. It's a cute little paperclip, and I really love how that looks because it really is wow, the difference, right? So here you can see I'm playing and fussing with the title. I just couldn't really figure out a good placement for it. So I am actually going to end up putting it here, right exactly where it's at. And then that is the end of this layout. Thanks so much for coming by today, and I will see you again soon. Bye.